What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Rob's house. We're over here at DIY Garage Knox today, sponsor on the channel. Shout out to them for sponsoring this video. We are going to be installing these Steeda IRS subframe braces onto the Mustang today. This should be a pretty straightforward install. We already have the car up in the air. Basically, the whole point of these is to increase the rigidity of the rear end and kind of stop a lot of the wheel hop that plagues the S550 Mustang. So basically the way these bolt on is they'll connect here, run along all the way back to the independent rear suspension where it'll bolt on here and here and on each side, and just kind of provide a little more structural rigidity. If you remember, last year we did the Steeda K-member brace, which is still installed up front here. So this is to help out with the front end. Now we're just gonna help out with the back end. So K-member brace has been holding up well. I'm pretty happy with it. So figured I'd go with another Steeda product. I actually got these used from a guy on the forums, on the Mustang 6G forums. So I'm excited to install them. It's a basic bolt-on assembly. Basically, on one side here, with this actually attaches to the IRS in the back, the independent rear suspension. The front one has this kind of like plate that you have an Allen bolt that threads in. Basically, you slide that tab in here in this little slot. You slide that square tab and thread the screw in there. And then over here you have a backing nut, so you just kind of reach up and over in here and thread the bolt through this hole into the backing nut. That's pretty much it. Aside from that, there's already a thread here that we can get into for the part that juts out, the triangular part that juts out. And in the front, we actually we'll be using one of these bolts will get replaced by one of the bolts that I have here, but it'll thread right in there. And then there's another unused thread here that we'll go into. And that pretty much completes the assembly. So let's get started. I'm gonna give you guys a time lapse of the whole thing, and then when it's all installed, I'll go walk back through so you can see what the finished product looks like. Like I said, this is an easy bolt-on, shouldn't even take us an hour. So enjoy this time lapse. All right, guys, we're all done. Check it out. Thank you to BK, first of all, for holding the other side of the open wrench, one of those bolts. So the bolt all the way back here, there's a bolt that you have to hold an open wrench on up in here. Probably can't see it on camera, but it's a pain in the butt, so it's pretty hard to do on your own. So he was holding that for me. Like I said, I got these braces used. That's why there's a little bit of surface rust on these bolts, but no big deal. Everything's all torqued down. It's kind of what it looks like when it's done. Braces to the side of the frame, to the independent rear on each side. We had to kind of finagle my underglow strips here because they used to run along this, so I'm gonna have to retape them kind of to go along here when I get home, but that's no big deal. easy fix. All right guys, that's it for today. Super easy, super straightforward install. BK, we did this in what, an hour, and we were chilling.
Oh, easily an hour.
Literally, I got here like at 6 o'clock. I was on the lift a little after 6. By the time, like, I was washing my hands at 7:05.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, that's solid.
Oh yeah, it was an easy day. Having a lift makes all the difference in the world.
Sure does. Thank you again, sir. Thank you for the sponsorship. I appreciate you.
Glad to do it.
As usual, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope this video was entertaining. And I'll see you guys next time.